Hey everybody, welcome to Pillars of Eternity. I'm Gator1 and we're going to be starting a new game playing a monk. This is a great game. It looks beautiful. The artwork is amazing to me. It's got great music. The writers went ham making some of the most in-depth gameplay I've ever played. So, let's get started. We're going to play on normal. Easy's kind of overkill.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. Alright. So this is a party-based game. There is no multiplayer, but if anyone's played the old school Neverwinter games, it's pretty much the same thing. You can't zoom in as far as you could in those games, but it is still a really great game. So, we're going to go with the godlike. Yeah, specifically the moon godlike. Well, you know what? Let's go with the death. I think the death godlikes are also cool. Mainly for this death's usher. When death godlike attack an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. So, the way the health works in the game, you have your overall health that you don't quite lose during combat. You lose endurance. As your endurance gets lower and lower, you slowly lose a little bit of your health that you don't regenerate. Your endurance will regenerate after combat. Your endurance is what you heal when you use healing abilities or potions or stuff like that. So basically, based on the endurance in the fight, once the enemy is below 25%, more damage. We're going to go with the Moa. Or Amawa, I don't know how to pronounce that. That was the water people. They live on the coast and in water sometimes. Mainly just so I'm bigger. Monk. And as you could suspect, the monk actually gets a damage increase when you're not using any weapons. So, I don't know, I find that fascinating. We're going to go with Torment's Reach. That does kind of an AoE attack. The other one just increases your attack speed a little bit. We're just going to go with 5 on each. Seems pretty well balanced already, so. Let's see. I'm trying to think. We could go with a little more dexterity. That'll help. Mainly for the attack speed. The monks attack pretty fast already. We could get Resolve. That's more of a exploration stat, mainly for your rolls. I mean, it will help with combat. You know, your will help prevent some mind control type things or confusion type things. But honestly, I don't see it happen all that often. And there's Constitution. We could always use Constitution, and Constitution's good. A little bit of Might, but that was our secondary skill. I think we'll just go with the Dexterity. A little bit of damage never hurt. I think for this one, because each background gives you just something different. We got 2 lore, 1 stealth, 1 mechanic, stealth survival, lore survival, athletics mechanics, athletics lore, lore mechanics, stealth athletics, 1 athletic, 1 survival. I really wish there was something that gave 2 athletics. Survival. That damage reduction is really good to have from the start. But you get some cool looking options for conversation with higher lore. I think, though, mechanics good too. Everything is important. There's really no stat or talent or anything that you can just do without. Oh, heavens. Alright, we'll just go with Slave, Athletics, and Survival. Even beyond having the lore stat change the things that you can say in conversation, even your background will help. You know, it'll give you your extra options. I've not even done most of these, so there's just so much in this game. It would take a long time to go through all of it, even playing on the easiest difficulty. There's just so much to it. White pants doesn't look right. Pink. No. Blue, green, dark green. The gray. Had 1. That's crazy. It's like it's broken off at the top or something. That's just excessive. Yeah, the the godlike can't wear any headgear for obvious reasons. We'll just go with this one. This one's pretty cool.
What is it?
Oh yeah, that. Dead on. Gator 1. Okay. Let's see. Awful lot of smoke coming out of there. Caravan Master Odema. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Well, I'll stick a fist in them.
Tonight everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
No. I'm not understood. At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks. Oh, thank you,
Touch
my
of the
dad.
rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Challenge accepted.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Oh, why are you trying to
I
scare
know you
water?
want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Oh, he's talking to Sparfle. Got it. Sparfle nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Don't get hateful now. I sense some anger here that you're being forced to do something. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay, what are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Wink, wink. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Yeah. Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business.
Touché.
And not if the weather holds up.
Nah, weather's nothing. There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. Well, maybe he should. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year? Rain, mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here, time to time. Locals call it a beowick. Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
Right. So what are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
I don't.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Right. Berries it is.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Odima. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow. Pick up the homeless woman.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time. Maybe she's deaf, Odima.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
Thanks.
No promises.
Oh, thanks.
What kind of guide says something like that?
The kind of guide I would be.
Kind you can afford.
And that.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
I guess you're not paying me, are you?
Theoden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Oh, poor hut dwellers.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Fine. Fine.
Of course.
Of course.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Oh, I should start responding to people with that voice. Let's talk to Sparkle.
I'll have your water soon enough.
Okay, I don't want to talk
Stream's
to you.
not going anywhere.
Being lazy, Sparkle.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
That's a good sign. Its leg is over. Okay. It's a wolf. Punch it. Go. Get wrecked. Vendor trash. I think.
This is it.
Springberries. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Since I chose slave, I'm guessing maybe she used to be a slave. That's the only thing I would assume. So, let's see. So what's a slave doing in the free Palatinate of Deerwood? If someone knows how to pronounce that word, that would be great. Guessing those marks on your back didn't come from loving caresses. Yeah, you never know. Let's see. What was I doing? I was on a galley at sea. I used to work on a large farming estate of an indentured servant. That isn't your business. Well, naturally, I would probably tell someone that's not their business. I like farming, so we're gonna go with a farming estate. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? Like, you don't believe me. Change in local law. We were free and I ran away. I killed my master. That isn't your business. Again. I feel like if I killed my master, that would probably be... That's probably why I would say that it wasn't your business, but okay. Oh, heavens. Change in local law. Sure. Then it was time for you to move on. For me, that's just about every week. Okay. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? What was his offer? Oh well. It's a hard offer to pass up. No, I'm just passing through. I hadn't given it much thought. I won't lie. I've given it 0 thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Maybe. I hope to meet someone and fall in love. No. Probably the same things I did before. I was freed. I was a freed slave, so I decided to move here and become a slave. Yeah. Just looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble, I expect. I'm going to find some new friends. I have no... Okay, that's realistic. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. We're going to go with that. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. They've got an inn in Gilded Vale that'll put you up as long as you need. Or so my sister tells me. Then I'll stay with your sister! Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Do I want to know about you? Do I really? Or Deerwood, for that matter. Yeah, yeah, let's just go back. Let's move it along, lady. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. I'm good at slapping. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Do I get to drink my water? Find Sparfle. I hear water. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Let's explore down here. What's over here? Is that a deer? Ah, okay. Bodies. Travelers, maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign, any way you figure it. No. If they're bandits, that means someone's running around doing good deeds. Killing bandits, that's how we roll. Let's see what's up here. I don't think I've ever looked over here. It's always, go find the berries, and I'm always, okay. I could make her do it, and I'll go do my own thing. Shh. Alright, let's... Oh. There is something here. There's horses! I guess the caravan horses. Orland's Cradle. Okay.
Stay quiet.
Secret stash. Or a secret tunnel. Nope. Nope, interesting. To the bridge. Let's speed it up, Otto. No, not slow mode. No.
What a surprise.
It's a
Sparfle went
sack.
hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
You did?
This
Guess
is
that's what's
recent.
in the bag, I guess.
Not good.
Fire.
They won't see me coming.
The Disappointer. Terrible. -8 accuracy, -33% damage. No wonder they call it the Oh, there's a I gotta read this. The Disappointer was touted as a powerful, reliable weapon, but it has consistently failed every one of its unfortunate owners. This is a terrible weapon that disappoints anyone who uses it. The gun appears well made at first glance, but closer scrutiny reveals poor design and shoddy craftsmanship. Those who aren't fooled by its appearance still occasionally attempt to use it just to see if maybe the whole thing was made to look this way as an elaborate ruse, hoping that it is an artifact of extreme power, crafted by a master who desired to conceal its remarkable nature. It wasn't. And it isn't. That is so great. That is... Oh, I want to use it. Maybe it'll sell. I don't know. Alright, quit sneaking. Anything? No. Do the sack! You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Gained an item. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Kalisha frowns. Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. It sounded painful. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Probably not as painful as the arrow.
Ambush!
Falls like I do with a parachute, like a sack of rocks. Okay. Hunter with a bow. Yeah. You... I know. Knock him over. You... punch her.
Hmm?
Aw, oh, see, did you just miss? Mess you up. Oh, yeah. So monks, as they fight, they get wounds. You need wounds
Come on,
to
we have to
use
get back to
abilities
camp.
like Torment's Reach, or any other class abilities. I'm not sure why, but you don't seem to get a lot of wounds.
As you wish.
But you do hit hard, so that's good.
As you
Moving
wish.
Guess we'll go back to camp. Hello. It's we'll have to. He'll probably intercept. Yeah. There's animated that around. Or made it around that. Words. Punch her!
Kill them all!
Punch him! He's a lizard man. Well, no, okay, never mind. Loot the bodies on the floor. Loot the bodies on the floor.
Well,
Well, what? Sassy. Friendly man. Heyo, then. Let's see. Glenfathen leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Oh, thank you. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. I'm willing to guess, Kalisha, it wasn't poison. it was knives and arrows. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Okay, I only have arms. I don't know how to lay them down. We have not trespassed, we merely wish to pass through. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna care. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. I wasn't gone, or I was gone, rather. You know what? I'm unarmed! You fool, I'm unarmed! What are you talking about? He shoves Hayden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hayden's torso. Rude. How? Is that? Oh, whatever. Hayden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. It's gotta be a really sharp knife. Because it looks like he's wearing leather. And I would have guessed it would probably be more of a glancing blow. So, it's gotta be a really sharp knife. So you know what, Hayden? Do it. Blind him. Stab his eyes. Knock him down. Punch his face. Oh, Hayden, you tripped. Doesn't matter if he's blind now. Ah, 6 damage. So good. Hooray! Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Okay, you are forgiven. Now die. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. The man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. Queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. Two totally different voices for this guy. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Ew. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, Odima's body stirs. It doesn't look like Odima, whatever. And with great effort, he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you, and...
Get inside! Run!
Check. I'm gonna say it's a Buick. Yeah. Ghost hurricane. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. There was a path going straight up to it, though. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Get wrecked. Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant. Okay. Oh yeah, he does have an arrow in his back. I'd say he is fatigued, but struggles to break his hold. Okay, typo. Cool. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Chuck a rock at him. Your aim is true and the hit jars Hayden loose. And to hit him really hard with that rock. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. And then they fall out. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Okay. Guess I'm never coming back here then, huh?
Was that?
A Buick?
A Buick. Had to be.
Of course.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
You're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Aiden's jaw tightens. He nods. Okay, everybody, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we'll try and make our way through these ruins, see what we can find and the kind of treasures that we can take to Defiance Bay at some point and sell them for fat stacks of loot. Well, money, because we would have fat stacks of loot. Anyway, thank you for watching the episode. Thank you for visiting my channel. I hope to see you all next time. If you have any questions or comments about the game, feel free to leave them in a comment. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.